Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Well, at least longer than usual. Usually, maybe like 3 weeks. Obviously, you can tell the surroundings have changed. I have moved to a different place. Um, so yeah. Well, you've seen this place before, but so yeah. Apologies for the wait. Mostly because I just haven't seen anything too much that I'm interested in. Or I usually buy comics because there's a better place to buy comics now. So yeah. But um, I do hope to find some other things to post soon, or I hope so, anyways. But I will tell you this much right now: there's not really a DC display. Um, I'm gonna probably do a mini one. There's not a lot of room where I'm at. I have my Marvel Legends and Star Wars set up after the longest time. So, but you will not see. Well, I might do like a DC display video. It's been a while since I've done one of those, or a display video in general. I mean, I haven't done a DC one, but there is one area of space that I could do like a mini display on, like if I had a bunch of of the different characters I have from DC, like fighting each other or something like that. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing because I don't have a lot of room. Eventually, I hope to have some room to actually have a full display, but you know, I mean, of course, I could always just do like a Justice League display or just the Bat Family display, or maybe I do something completely different. I know the last video you saw was also a McFarlane figure, so I will be honest with you, McFarlane is just more available and more affordable. But today we're reviewing DC McFarlane Multiverse Godspeed. So there's the box, got the name again, it's from DC Rebirth, got the name in the window. On the back, you have a picture of the figure. Now this one actually seems to have like gold or yellow painted. I wish they would have done that on the actual figure, but he looks good nonetheless. So here he is. Here is Godspeed. Let's take a look at his accessories first. So we'll get the boring one out of the way. He comes with the standard stand. And here's the card. I'll read the card briefly. Real name, August Hart. August Hart is a former colleague and friend of Barry Allen at the Central Police Department. While investigating his brother's death, August is shot by an operative of the criminal organization Black Hole, but due to the organization's experiment with Speed Force, a bolt of lightning strikes August just before he's hit. Now able to tap into the extra-dimensional energy of the Speed Force, August is given the superpowers of a speedster, donning the name Godspeed. August takes justice into his own hands, destroying criminals with impunity until he's stopped by the Flash. So yeah, he's kind of like an anti-hero type character, but he still kind of works as a villain, so I'm probably going to end up putting him on the villain shelf until maybe I get, whenever I get like the Justice League display going, I'll probably put him next to the Flash. I don't know. But yeah, I was introduced to him a little bit ago, and I just liked the character a lot. I just thought he was like super cool, and I mean, you gotta admit, like, the outfit definitely helps with that. So yeah, so I'm gonna straighten him out here before I get into the accessories that you can that actually are more fitting of him, or that don't just come with every character. So here are these, like, really, like, they almost look like candy. Do not eat these. Do not eat these. These are just lightning bolts. They're actually kind of spiky, so be careful. But they can kind of just like, they're kind of weirdly molded, but they can kind of like wrap around and like his arm or his leg. As I think you saw one on him earlier. So, so far the only complaint is that this piece here, this this piece, is just, it does not want to like stay like, it gets caught in between the leg and the torso a lot. So I do this, and I won't do it now, but if I flip this back, it'll just go back to where it was. I don't know why it's like that, but I guess I just have something to deal with that. So, but yeah, so here he is. Our first, actually no, this is our second Flash villain. Would you look at that? I did actually see another Flash villain at the place I got this from, which was Walmart, which was Captain Cold, and I definitely plan on getting him, but he is going to be more expensive, so maybe I might wait a little bit. Don't worry, I still plan to get Marvel Legends. It's not like I've stopped doing that. It's just they're kind of more expensive. Some of the new ones I don't see too often, so that's why I said, maybe I start showing off like my comics. I think I did like a video like a while ago, like way before like this year, when it was like the early beginnings of my channel, and it was cringy, but it showed off like the comic books where it was just the collections of old comics. But I might do that. I don't know if I'll do reviews on the individual comic books, but I could definitely show them off and tell you what I thought of the story overall or something like that, But yeah, so I do know what run this guy's in, which is the Flash Rebirth. I don't have it, but I plan to get it eventually. I'm in the constant cycle of going back and like reading like some older, and I shouldn't say older because it's only like a few years old, but some older comics and some newer comics, because there's a lot on both ends I want to get. So like, I'm following the current Nightwing series, because of course I am. Don't know if you guys remember, but Nightwing's my favorite DC hero, and he has been since I was a kid. So yeah, so here he is, nice and cool looking. So you got all these sculpted pieces, all those bronze pieces, which should be gold, but it looks fine otherwise. It is all sculpted. We've got some texturing there on the legs, on the shoulder, in between pieces on the chest. The head's done very well. He looks menacing, which I think is the point. So, and just so you know, I have not seen the Flash movie yet. I have seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I've not seen the Flash yet, and I haven't seen Transformers yet. I plan to see Transformers. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to see Flash in theaters. I'm kind of debating. Because I don't know if it's worth it. But I've heard mixed reviews, and of course there's the elephant in the room that I won't speak about. But yeah. So let's move on from that. I don't want to do any negativity. It's the first video after a while. So, and by the way, for all of you Americans that watch my channel, happy late 4th. This is quite a few days after the 4th, but happy late 4th. Your fireworks disturb the crap out of some of the animals that I see occasionally. So, but anywho, let's get into the articulation, shall we? His head can look up that far. He can look down that far. He can look side to side. Be careful of these because these are flimsy. And he can tilt. He's got the usual, little joint up here. and then his shoulder moves out, moves down, it goes full 360. He's got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and the usual. You can either make it go in and out or up and down, and it can spool. Diaphragm joints allow him to move that far forward, that far back. This one allows him to tilt side to side, and it can turn a little bit. His leg goes up that far, goes back that far. Has a tiny bit of rotation. Got double jointed elbows. Oh, I didn't even notice. There's some like wrinkling there. I don't know if that's, yeah, that's sculpted. So, and they got the usual feet joint where it can go up and down or side to side. But I do believe, yeah, you actually got the ankle pivot with this one. And of course, I think the whole foot can move independently. And then you got toe articulation. So, I guess I should do some comparisons. I don't have Flash out right now, but I can get another figure. So 1 second. We of course have the boy Nightwing. And sorry for the lighting. There is no actual light in this room. So, there's not really a solid surface, but I will try to stand him up. You can barely see him. I don't really have a good setup right now, at least at night. During the day, I'll probably have a better setup, but if I actually have Nightwing's head all the way up, Godspeed is slightly taller. So, but yeah, can't go anywhere without that guy. So yeah, and like you saw earlier, you can get him a very good running pose. So, definitely no troubles there. And this honestly just makes me more excited to get some of the other Flash members, you know, Jay Garrick and Wally and Wallace West, and heck, even a comic Flash would be kind of cool. I know they're releasing one for Flashpoint. He looks pretty good. I might get him. Because he just really looks really cool. You know, I hope we get some of the other Flash family members. I hope we get what's his name? Well, there's quite a few of the female characters, and they're just slipping my mind right now. So, but yeah, so that is Godspeed for you. To be honest with you, this video probably won't go up until the morning because there's not really good lighting for standing. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you will see me more often. And maybe I'll start doing vlogs again because there's some interesting places I'm going to go visit. So yeah, but I will see you in the next one. Catch you in a flash.